Now, I don't know about you, but I thought Ralo and Lil Boosie was cool. I thought they weren't going to have any more issues because, you know, they've been having a little back and forth for a minute now, you know what I'm saying? But I thought they put their differences aside, solved everything. But it seems like that's not the case because they pretty much ignited the beef all over again over an interview. But if you don't believe me, watch this clip right here.
I disrespect that man in the most ultimate way.
You say you disrespected him?
Hey, yeah, I disrespect that man. I call him all kind of said I beat his.
Wait, this was before the fact. This was before y'all met up.
Yeah, this was before we met up.
Yeah.
But I don't think that type of can go unheard. Like, and then I pushed up on him. I'm at risk with my family. He at risk with his family. So, like, I understand that I just leave Ralo alone too. You pushing up, you ready to die about this shit. Yeah, I'm ready to die about this shit, nigga. Yeah, I am. Because your voice mattered to the people and you playing these.
So basically, Ralo was asked a question about Lil Boosie and his beef, and he brought up the fact that he pulled up on Lil Boosie, they had a talk, and he didn't say anything disrespectful. He didn't be like, oh yeah, I pulled up on him and I pistol whipped him, or I pulled up on him, I told his ass he better not say my name no more. He pulled up on him, he admitted that we both got big egos, and it wasn't time to take it there. It's not the right time to do any of this shit. And that pretty much got taken out of context. But before we can get into that, we got to get into the original reason why Lil Boosie and Ralo are even into it in the first damn place. So originally, Ralo was loved by everybody. He was nicknamed Mr. Dog Food because he was serving dog food, and he was one of the richest people in Atlanta streetwise. Not gonna lie to you, he was doing a lot of flexing. If you don't believe me, look up Ralo Instagram lives. Ralo flexing. There's gonna be some of the most motivational, craziest videos you're ever gonna see on the internet. I'm talking about millions of dollars in a spot, in a trap. And that ain't all his money. I'm talking about he bought out his whole projects. He got people paying rent to him. He don't even charge them niggas rent. He just want them to be good. He want them to be great. And you know, Ralo seemed like a real smooth dude. And of course he got to do some stuff here and there because he's in the streets, but he seemed like a really smooth guy. But his public perception all changed once he got caught with his case. And essentially he got caught with hella pounds on a plane, on a PJ. And it was kind of like a Juice WRLD situation if Juice WRLD would just took the charges. So he got caught with all them charges and he was pretty much gonna be doing a lot of time. And as a result of that, a lot of people are trying to say that he snitched because he talked to the police. But in Ralo's defense, he didn't talk to the police as in, oh, I'm gonna give you the information that you want. He talked to the police like, I'm gonna lie and say whatever I gotta say to get me off of this and I can go home to my family. So that's what he was trying to do. And he told the police fake information, but it was brought up in paperwork, so it looks like it's real info even though it's fake paperwork. But as a result of this, one of Ralo's close homies, one of his associates, dropped a leaked phone call. When he recorded the conversation, he basically said, hey bro, what's going on with this paperwork, you snitching? And then he dropped that, and that started the whole Ralo snitching rumors, Ralo's this, Ralo's that, and that started the whole feud he had with the rap industry in general.
Still love you. How the brother? Alhamdulillah, you know I can't complain. I'm out here still deaning, still keeping it solid, you know.
I like that. You're supposed to forever do that, Jay. So, if I was to take acceptance of responsibility for the accusations that
hold on, let me stop you right there. It ain't an accusation. It's in black and white, brother. I'm reading your lawyer pleading on your behalf, trying to get this record sealed because of this information that you gave. You saying that you never said that you didn't do it, but you had me believing for 5 years that you kept it solid, dog. And in the paperwork, it say that in 2 months, y'all got locked up in April. In June 6th, you gave a proffer. And you gave up information. You gave them folk the code to your phone and let them review it in your presence. That's what the paperwork say.
I ain't opposed to that. The document that you're seeing is from a prosecution misconduct.
But okay, but so if you saying that you gave them just the phone information because you knew nothing was in the phone, what about this shit on page 12, line 12 and 13, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana, where it say he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine, he knows about shootings, and the marijuana. That's what the transcript say.
Okay, I'm not opposition to that. Listen, when you go in there, they ask you other questions. I made my presentation. They started asking other questions.
You know the code though. That's what I'm saying. You know the code. You ain't supposed to have no meeting with them folks in the first place.
Queen, I was presented a situation only reason why you know about this is because of the prosecution misconduct hearing. All these rappers pay that money to get out of jail.
But
now, of course, how I just explained it to you is the truth, and that's really what happened. But of course, certain people don't want to hear it because of the street codes, quote unquote. And if you talk to the police, you a snitch, no matter if you tell them the truth, a lie, you're anywhere in between. You open your mouth and you talk to a detective or you talk to an investigator, you are snitching. That's the street code. So of course, a lot of people are gonna live and die by that. And one of those people that's living and dying by that is Lil Boosie. And Lil Boosie came out to say that, yeah, I don't really care about nothing he's talking about. He's a rat. That's what Boosie had to say about it.
Anything Thug could say about Gunna to make people look at it different? Like, he didn't snitch on me.
Thug probably could come home and tell somebody else that.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell me that.
Yeah.
He couldn't tell. He can tell everybody else that. Like, I stick to the code, bro. Like, that's with anything, bro. Like, you know, I talked to Ralo. Like, Ralo was my partner, bro. Like, I had a good respect for that dude, bro. Like,
he be home soon though. From what I heard from what I read.
I don't know. Look like he talking. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking at that shit, bro. I'm like,
oh no, I thought they said that wasn't. They said that wasn't true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just from the situation, like I told him, bro, I fuck with you, but I can't fuck with you.
Oh, you spoke to him and told him that?
Yeah, I texted him.
Damn.
DM'd him.
And what did he say?
He said I'm looking at it the wrong way, and you know, shit like that, cause that hurt me with Ralo, cause you know I fuck with dude, bro. I told him, man, I don't know who you think you talking to, bro. But I feel like I done lost another partner.
And after Boosie called him out and said, hey bro, you're a rat, I ain't really rocking with anything that you saying, he also took to the internet to say, you know what you did, nigga, and it's eating you up inside. SMH is never gonna leave you, nigga. The real know you a rat. It's official. Take your lick and tell. Now, honestly, I feel like it's a little weird that everyone wants to pick and choose when they want to, oh, he's a rat, he's not a rat, he's a rat, he's not a rat, when most of you guys are actually telling inside of the streets. But Ralo quoted that tweet and said, it's eating me up because I did all these years in prison and lame ass niggas like you calling a solid nigga a rat. Pussy ass nigga, if I would have told, I would be out with my daughter. I could have made it to the father and daughter dance. I lost all that shit staying silent to this. And they go on to have a little back and forth, and it's just to let you know that the beef was real. They really didn't like each other, and this was the cause of all the disturbance within the industry. You know, a lot of people turned their back on Ralo. Boosie was really cool with Ralo at a point. Thug was cool with Ralo at a point. Lil Baby was cool with Ralo at a point, and all that kind of fell through because of these allegations that he snitched, even though I believe he didn't, but at the same time you did, because you were speaking to police when you should have not been saying anything to the police, especially as let the case play out more times than not, but people don't understand that. But that happened all the way back in 2023. Since then, they've deaded the beef because Ralo pulled up on Boosie, as he said, and he actually explains it in an interview, which reignited the beef because, like I said earlier, it was taken out of context by Lil Boosie. But I'm gonna let you be the bear. But I'm gonna let you judge it for yourself and look at the clip and let me know if Ralo was tweaking, should he not have spoke on this, or if Ralo was in the right and Boosie is just tweaking because he doesn't like how he's being perceived right now. You let me know.
Did you and Boosie ever work it out?
I pulled up on Boots.
Really?
Hey, yeah, I pulled up on his ass. I wasn't
Was this at the funeral? I know you seen him at the funeral with Rich Homie Quan.
That wasn't a good place to do anything. Well, shit would have went wrong. We would have been in them. Because I got ego. He got ego. And this shit can go anywhere right now. So it went, we got to let, and that's what another nigga said, why you check him at the funeral? Did you hear what the fuck you said? I was at the funeral. I'm not finna check this man at this man's funeral, man. Rich Homie Quan sitting in a casket. That wasn't the right place to handle the business. Yeah. So he was, you know, I pushed up the way I pushed up. But I ain't got to know. It went good at first. It worked itself out. It worked itself out, you know.
What Boosie? What he wasn't trying to hear you out or something?
I wouldn't say that. It's just, you know, you got niggas around that want to look all tough and they ready to die, and we ready to kill, and we ready to die too. And I hope they're ready to kill. So it went like that for the first couple minutes, and cause I wasn't finna leave. Hell no, I wasn't finna leave. Hell no. We like to work this out.
Were you asked to leave in the beginning?
No, I wasn't asked to leave. When we got done handling the business and we shook hands like men, then I left. So we finna get to the bottom of this shit. Like, we ain't finna keep doing this, man. You know what I'm trying to tell you, bro? Sometimes you just gotta crash on that. And I know people on the internet, they're gonna say, this nigga Ralo stupid. But I don't know, no matter what I obtain in life, it's just certain shit I just can't let go. I pushed up on every nigga with this paperwork, with every sealed document. I never hid nothing from nobody. And I went straight to Boosie, like, read. You know what he told me? You should unseal it for the whole world. So what I did, I put a fucking motion to unseal. Denied. I appealed the motion.
But regardless of how you feel, Boosie came back on the internet after he saw the clip, because the full interview didn't even drop yet. He saw the clip, did not like what he saw, and said, come on, Ralo, if you're gonna tell the whole truth. Only the people who was there know what we talked about and how it went down. The world do not need to know how we talked, and that ain't gonna help you. Let it go, nigga. We agree wasn't doing this internet shit no more. So Boosie's still on his petty tour, even though Boosie is going to federal prison pretty soon for a gun case that he caught in the stupidest of dumbest ways. So he's still on the internet talking, running his lips, thinking that everything is sweet and kosher, even though he has his own issues to worry about. But Ralo, being the more mature one, is going to clap back and say, the man only asked me how did I pull up, and you know how I pushed up. You act like I said I slapped the shit out of you, my boy. I haven't told not one lie, nor did I put one piece of dirt on your name since we sat down. I gave you my word, I'm gonna stand on that. At least let the fucking full interview drop before you go back on this bitch crying again. Congratulations on the new baby, and I hope everything you built for the family remain during your hardship. I'ma pray for you. And that's called the respectful, grown response. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, oh, Ralo's a hoe. Ralo should have came at him, and Ralo should have said this. Let me tell you this one thing. Ralo is a family man. Ralo does not gain anything from going back and forth with Boosie. Boosie's finna go to federal prison. Ralo always has bigger things on his plate that he's trying to tackle and get ahead of. And I don't think that Boosie is one of those things that he cares about. Especially when we pulled up on each other, we talked about it, we hashed out whatever issues we had. I'm not finna bring it back up and revive the beef for no reason. That makes zero sense. So I personally think that Boosie just needs to calm down. I feel like street guys in general are just so quick-tempered and so hot-headed that they just want to go fire off at anything that seems like the slightest bit of disrespect. But most times it's not disrespect, it's just a misunderstanding. And sometimes you got to understand it can just be a misunderstanding without having to have any beef, any bloodshed come from this. But hopefully they work it out and Boosie chills his ass out and spends time with his family before he goes to federal prison, because your son's already going to feds for having a switch on him. You're going to the feds for having a gun on you. It's not looking good for your family. Buckle down and try to teach them the right way to go about things, not like the stupid shit that you're doing, Boosie.